Bose has announced a new pair of noise cancelling headphones, the Noise Cancelling Headphones 700, retailing for $399. This is by far the best looking noise cancelling headphones I've seen. Clearly, they've chosen to go with a more stealthy look here, a slim stainless steel headband, a more polished, sleek look. It looks nothing like the Bose QC35, which is great because the basic design of the QC35 hasn't been changed in the last decade. So clearly Bose has taken a very brave step in coming up with something new and radical, So today, based on the information that I have right now, I'm gonna do a comparison between the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphones 700, let's just call it the 700, and the Sony WH-1000XM3, what is regarded as the king of noise cancellers that we have today. First of all, the price point. Of course, at $399, this is by far the most expensive noise cancelling headphones that Bose has ever made. $50 more than the Sony WH-1000XM3 and the Bose QC35. So it seems that Bose has chosen to give up their price advantage here over the Sony WH-1000XM3. Now, we don't really know what the reason is for this move, but it's safe to say that Bose might be banking on this being a fresh new design and with some really cool features thrown in to attract customers rather than competing with the Sony's based on price. For comparison's sake, I'm just gonna grab the WH-1000XM3. Okay, so this is the WH-1000XM3, and today we are going to look at the Bose 700 and what possible advantages it has over the WH-1000XM3 that could lure people away from Sony to Bose, okay? And then we're also going to look at some possible disadvantages that the Bose may have, because to be honest, when I look at the press release and the information that Bose has released on the website, it seems that there are certain things that they have chosen not to talk about for some reason, and these are the things which I suspect may not really work out in the 700's favor. But of course, it's still an exciting product. This just came in literally. So we're going to talk about what's new with the 700s. The design is new, we've talked about that. Also, the 700 comes readily equipped with Bose AR. Bose AR is an augmented reality platform developed by Bose. Now, I've talked about Bose AR before in this video when I was covering the Bose frames, but let me just give you a quick summary of what it actually does. When we think about augmented reality, we think about a screen with a camera that shoots whatever is in front of you, and the screen superimposes images on top of it to simulate objects in a three-dimensional space. Bose AR somewhat works in the same way, but instead of using a camera and a screen, Bose AR creates a three-dimensional environment for you just by using sound. So it's a pretty exciting technology right now, and I believe that this will become mainstream someday. And already there are companies developing apps for Bose AR, apps that covers things like education, gaming, and even fitness. So I'm pretty excited to see Bose implementing Bose AR in the new 700s, because it really goes to show that they are intent on getting more people to experience Bose AR through more Bose products, not just the Bose frames and QC35. And I truly believe that Bose AR is a great way for Bose to distinguish their headphones apart from competing products like the Sony WH-1000XM3. And I think eventually people will begin to see this as a must-have feature and something that they are willing to pay more for. If you guys want to know more about Bose AR, there's a link in the description box which I've included so you can learn more about this new technology. Okay, next. Bose has emphasized that they have improved the quality of the microphones in the 700 compared to previous models. Now, similar to the QC35 and other Bose noise cancelling headphones before that, it has 4 microphones, 2 on each ear cup. Bose is saying that users can expect a better voice call experience and a better voice assistant experience as well. Now, I don't know about you, but to me this seems like a dig at the WH-1000XM3, because one of the chief complaints that people had about the WH-1000XM3 is that it doesn't have voice call quality as good as competing products in the market. Okay, next, let's talk about noise cancelling. It's not clear if the 700s will have better noise cancelling than the QC35 or even the XM3s, but what is a big improvement here is that Bose is finally allowing users to fine-tune the degree of noise cancelling that they want. So you have 11 steps of noise cancelling to play with, and there's also a mode called conversation mode, which is basically ambient sound pass-through but focused on allowing voice through rather than outside ambient noise. But of course, before we get too excited about that, the XM3s also have that feature, and it also has the ability to let you customize the degree of noise cancelling that you want, much like the Bose. Okay, now let's talk about the 700's control scheme. Now again, very different from the QC35. The QC35, it's all buttons, and it's just buttons, right? But the 700s uses a combination of buttons and touch controls. So the touch control pad is apparently in the front part of the right ear cup. So it doesn't span the entire ear cup like the XM3s. It only occupies one half of the ear cup. So I'm not sure how such a touch control scheme would exactly work. And given the limited space, it's not really clear how much more intuitive or less intuitive the touch controls will be compared to the XM3s. But I really hope that the Bose 700s has touch controls that can work in cold weather, because again, this is one of the complaints that people had about the XM3s. In extreme cold weather, like if you live in a Nordic country in winter, chances are the controls won't work or would be spotty. Which is why in my prediction video about the Sony XM4, I predicted that the Sony XM4 will have a combination of buttons and a touchpad, so users can switch between whether if they prefer using a touchpad, they can use the touchpad. If it's buttons they need, they can switch the controls over to using buttons instead. But that's just a prediction. Who knows if it will come true? Please Sony, please make it come true, please. Okay, next let's talk about the app. The Bose 700s use a totally different app from the Bose QC35. It's called the Music app. So what the Music app allows you to do is to access the settings and the various controls of the Bose 700, and also allows you to download Bose AR related apps. So it appears that moving forward, all the new Bose headphones will support the Bose Music app instead of the old Bose Connect app. Okay, next let's talk about some things which may not really work out in the Bose 700's favor. In terms of battery life, Bose has said that the 700s will give you a battery life of 20 hours use, and that falls short of competing products in the market. For example, the XM3s. The XM3s have a battery life of, if I remember correctly, between 30 to 32 hours of use, right? And this is with all the features enabled: noise cancelling, Bluetooth, etc, etc. The 700s have a battery life of 20 hours of continuous use. So there's a big shortfall there. Next, although the headband of the 700s appear to be a new and exciting design, it is a headband that does not fold inwards. Okay, let me explain to you, right? So both the QC35 and the XM3s can not only fold flat but fold inwards as well, so that you can store the headphones in a smaller carrying pouch. Makes a lot of sense. But the 700s can only fold flat, which means that the case could be a wider case. So what I'm saying is that the 700s could take up a little more space in your bag or your luggage. Okay, the next thing is that the 700s don't appear to support the latest Bluetooth codecs. Of course, I'm talking about codecs like aptX and aptX HD. It appears that the Bose 700s only support AAC and SBC codec. Now, I say that it appears because Bose hasn't included any information about Bluetooth codecs or even the Bluetooth protocol on their webpage. So it's probably safer for us to assume at this point that it does not support aptX or aptX HD. And as for Bluetooth protocol, maybe it may support Bluetooth 4.2 only, but I'm really hoping that it supports Bluetooth 5.0 because it's so much better in terms of Bluetooth range and reliability. Bluetooth 5.0 is clearly an improvement over Bluetooth 4.2, but let's not assume at this point that it does not support Bluetooth 5.0. We'll have to wait till it comes out before we can confirm that. Okay, so here's my overall sentiment about the Bose 700. I feel that Bose really shouldn't have given up its price point parity with the Sony WH-1000XM3. At $399.95, being $50 more expensive than the XM3s, I feel that Bose really has to deliver a lot more than what it is showing here. Apart from Bose AR and the improved microphone system, well, we don't really know how much more improved it is compared to the QC35, but let's just say that it's improved, okay? All the features that we see in the Bose AR, sorry, the Bose 700, the WH-1000XM3 has. Some of the features that the WH-1000XM3 has at this price point, the Bose 700 does not have. For example, the ability to adjust itself automatically to your ears and to your environment's atmospheric pressure. This takes away the pressure from your ears when you're using the noise cancelling feature, and it also gives you a more comfortable noise cancelling experience. Whereas with the Bose 700, if you feel that the noise cancelling is too strong, the best that you can do is to bring down the level of noise cancelling, but that will also impact the degree to which noise is being cancelled, right? XM3s, high-res certified, so if you're an audiophile, this is able to meet your needs, your basic needs as an audiophile, because this has a frequency response range of 20 Hz to 40,000 Hz. The Bose 700, it's pretty clear that it's not high-res certified. This also supports codecs like aptX, aptX HD, and LDAC. The Bose 700s, well, we don't really know if it supports aptX or not, but my money, like I said before, is on that it does not support aptX, rather AAC and SBC codec. Again, if you're an audiophile, big win if you decide to go with the XM3s instead of the Bose. So you see, there's a certain sort of parity in terms of features. Some things the Bose has, the XM3 doesn't. Some things the XM3 has, that the Bose doesn't. But then in that case, shouldn't it make sense for Bose to price the 700s similar to the XM3s? But bros, I want to know what you guys think, okay? Tell me in the comment section below, are you excited about the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphones 700? And are you willing to pay $399.95, or let's just put it this way, $400 for the Bose 700? Or are you more willing to fork out $349 for the Sony WH-1000XM3? Given the list of features that you've seen between the two of them, which one will you pick? Leave your comments in the comment section below, tell me what you think. Thank you guys for watching, my name is Aaron, you're watching Aaron's Eye on Wireless, and if you like this video, please punch that like button with a vengeance, and share this video with your friends, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and remember to ring the bell to join my notification squad, because I upload videos every single week, and I will be doing more videos about the Bose 700 in the coming weeks and months ahead. So please ring the bell if you want to keep yourself informed of future videos from this channel, okay? Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.